You know, by the end of this season for Mushoku Tensei, it's gonna have a total of what, six? I believe six or five, six or five opening theme songs in one season. I have never heard or seen anything like that before in my life. I've seen animes where they'll have a different outro for each episode, like the Riddle and Devil anime, where each opening showcased each character at the end with their own song and theme. X Boku Secret Service did it as well, but it was always outros that were different. The outros were different, the songs and everything with it. But I've never seen the intros. Of course, most of the times I don't really have an opening. The world view is its opening, the settings, the perspectives, all that is its opening. But a song constantly changes determined on the arc of each story. You know, when they were in Millis, it felt very church-like, and when we were in their journey at the port, it had that. And now this one feels very Eastern, like Middle Eastern. In fact, when you look in this new kingdom of Shonore that they're in, it has this Middle Eastern feel to it. Even though the people there look Middle East, look Western, everything else around it, even the palace, the fields, elephants, all that looks very Middle Eastern, which is very interesting how they have that kind of culture, be it that kind of race that's there. Very mysterious. So, Rudius once again takes on the man god's advice, Hitagami's advice. And that being said, it's very interesting every time he takes his advice, he's always ends up he always ends up captured. Think about it, he's always ends up captured or something. Everything's never as it seems to be. You gotta notice when the man god gives him advice. Everything is always completely different. For instance, he told him to go bring some food and bring to his area. He got an eye. He ended up being captured by the beast people in prison. Then he told him to go write a letter and never tell his sister his name. He gets captured every single time. And speaking of that, there's something that I also like to point out by the end of this review that I will get into with Rudius himself and one of his flaws that he'll continue to have. So as he's in his trance state in the dream world with the man god, it seems that he's still in his past body, because that is his personification of his soul, how he truly sees himself. Even though he told himself that he has changed, has Rudius truly changed? No, he is not. He is changing, but he has not fully changed just yet. He's not the new person that he truly wishes to be. So therefore, I believe that's the reason why he's still in his old self, even within that astral plane of existence. It makes a lot of sense. Then we also get to see the setting of Chardonnay as well, which is beautiful. The people who work on the show Tensei, if they don't go anywhere in life or working on this anime, it would be a crime. It would be a shame, because the work and detail and everything they put into it is just simply gorgeous. So he is off to find his, in a way, his second mother and his other sister, Aisha. Aisha. It's like I said before, she is one of my, I keep saying this, but one of my favorite characters, like I said, in Mushoku Tensei, is Selfie and the Elena's, Elena's, and Aisha, which surprisingly mostly they're mostly female characters, but only because they're very good at entering into the plot. Of course, Rouger himself is pretty cool. And some others I will not talk about just yet. But anyways, Aisha, proven only to be 6 years old, is the complete opposite of Norn, where Norn was very shy, didn't really talk to anyone, was a very daddy's girl. Aisha is a daughter's mother, I guess, because she clings to her mom more than anything, and plus, she's more bright, open-minded, and she's extremely smart for her age. Now, Rudy is smart because, he came from the other world and he was applying his modern knowledge with their knowledge to make something very interesting. Whereas towards Aisha, however, who was just born with none of that, is already catching up speed when it comes to intelligence faster than Rudy is. She can calculate things very quickly. And they're meeting as him rescuing her in a way. And some things changed, like some scenes, I guess they changed, which I understand why. I guess there's no need for that to happen, but it did happen. I'm pretty sure if you were first time jumping that high up in the sky and you're a kid, you would probably pee your pants. And that's exactly Aisha actually did within the books. She peed her pants in the books. And because of that, she had to change, and then they had a conversation how she looked inside the secret chest and find out what's inside there, and she was able to calculate that this girl was probably around 14 years old, and her brother's a big pervert, catching those things around like what age four to five. He had those things, so he already knew, and Rudy's right there like, oh man, I keep screwing myself over, and he does. He does keep screwing himself over, so he had to keep calling himself the Camo Master, telling Rudyard and Eris to call him that, but everyone around him keeps yelling out his name from a new character who will be reoccurring later down the road, Ginger, to even freaking Eris yelling at like take care, Rudius, and he stares at her like, really? I think she already forgot what she's supposed to do, because she's like, what? What'd I do? She don't remember what she did. I wonder how many people caught on to that. Like, she just totally forgot what she was supposed to do. They wanted to raid the castle because that's where the mom is head. Well, Aisha's mom, anyways. And he was told Roxy was there, of course, and Roxy was not there. We all know where Roxy is, but instead we meet Pax, this foul-mouthed, disgusting pig. Now, remind you, this is Mushoku Tensei. When you watch Mushoku Tensei, remember, everything's not the way it seems. If you haven't noticed, a lot of people don't like Rudius. They all like Rudius now. A lot of people didn't like Eris at first, but they like her now. A lot of people thought Paul was scum. They still think he's scum, but they totally respect him. A lot of people are not going to like Pax. But not now. But if the show continues to where I hope it does, you will soon later understand Pax and a lot of other things that you just don't understand. And like I said, over and over and over again, Mushoku Tensei is all about perspective. So when you see as a good guy, might be seen as a bad guy as someone else. Someone seen as a nice guy might be seen as a mean guy to someone else, and vice versa. It's all about the life experience you do with each individual and circumstances you are under in. So yeah, Pax catches inside this trap and was hoping to see Roxy, which he's not very smart because he didn't think about how Roxy's gonna find out that Rudius is in that kingdom. Not very smart. But anyways, yeah, this will introduce more important characters that will be shown down the road of Mushoku Tensei, which I can't wait, looking forward to in season 2. I hope that does comes around. Who knows? Probably like 2023. So anyways, that pretty much wraps up the show of this episode, of episode 19. And I have to say, I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. Let's see, we're episode 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got like 4 more to go, So with that being said, I would say this will probably last two more episodes. This arc will last 2 more episodes, and then we go on to the next phase. We'll see how they pace this. I'm trying to guess. We'll see. It's going to be 2 episodes. It could be 3, but I'm going to go with 2. 2 more episodes left for this. So anyway, this is like I just did. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime. Signing up.